Hey guys, so if any of you guys watched my Algorand video 2 weeks ago, okay, 2 weeks ago guys, I had a very bullish price prediction for Algorand, and then we seen the crash, right? And which took most altcoins down with it, right? When Bitcoin crashed, when we had the FUD coming out of China once again. But guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about Algorand and why I am still bullish. In this video, guys, I have a couple of different charts, actually about 3 different charts here for Algorand that we're going to look at on the longer term time frame. We're actually going to probably take a look at these charts on the weekly in this video for the most part, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you love cryptocurrency. You're not in the wrong place. Smash the like button for me. It really helps. I mean, like, seriously, dropping comments in the comment section really helps. Let's get my analysis out to more investors and traders, guys, and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Not financial or investment advice. Disclaimer down below on the screen. Let's dive in. Apollo Fintech is an all-in-one blockchain with the vision to provide every mainstream feature on one sustainable platform. And with multiple real-world use cases, Apollo provides all the same features as Cardano, Ethereum, XRP, and more. Apollo Fintech's national payment platform is the only CBD system that can power an entire economy. Apollo Fintech was built with mass adoption in mind. And the Apollo Fintech currency has accomplished its goal to become the world's fastest cryptocurrency with a sustainable blockchain and a transaction speed of 1 to 2 seconds. Make sure you check out the links in the description, sign up for STRATUS, and join the APL GSX Investor Telegram group. All right, guys, so I have a couple of different news articles we're going to breeze over related to Algorand. Borderless Capital launches a $500 million Algorand-focused fund. We're going to take a look at this and breeze through the key points related to this article. And then we have this article: former City banker launches a $1.5 billion crypto fund and taps Algorand as the first partner. So like I said, just a couple of very bullish news headlines here for Algorand, related to Algorand. And with the charts looking the way they are, in my opinion, it's worth looking into, especially to do a recap on my previous Algorand video. As you know, we did see the Bitcoin dump right after I made that video and that price prediction for Algorand. So stay tuned, watch the video all the way through so you don't miss this, and let's jump right on into it. And also, guys, the Sandbox Alpha is here. I'm actually going to be doing a video on this, so if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join the Discord so that you will be notified when I do upload that video. But I am going to be doing a video and a review on the Sandbox. I'm actually even thinking about possibly placing a bid on some land here, guys, in the metaverse, in the Sandbox metaverse, as I've seen some of these pieces of digital or virtual land going for outrageous prices. So if I could snatch me up even a little small plot of the virtual land here in the Sandbox metaverse, it might be worth the investment. So I'm going to be looking into this myself, and of course bringing you guys along with me on my journey into the metaverse. Okay, so I will be doing a video on this later at some point, so definitely check that video out. But first, let's jump into this article by Cointelegraph about the former city banker that's launching a $1.5 billion crypto fund, tapping Algorand as the first partner. So a Wall Street veteran with over 14 years of experience has launched a new venture fund dedicated to cryptocurrency and blockchain startups, offering further evidence that smart money investors are pivoting to the emerging world of digital assets. On Monday, former city executive Matt Zhang introduced HiveMind Capital Partners, a $1.5 billion multi-strategy fund designed to bootstrap promising crypto plays and institutionalize crypto investing. The fund will prioritize projects focused on building crypto infrastructure, virtual worlds, and programmable money, and will also trade digital assets as part of its underlying strategy. Their first technology partner is Algorand, guys. Algorand is a top 20 blockchain project with its native Algo token valued at about 11.2 billion in total market capitalization, according to CoinGecko. At first, I thought it was going to say valued at $11.2. I was like, huh, well. So overall, I think that's pretty bullish that they are choosing Algorand as their first pick. They're in such a large fund, right? And let's move on to this article real quickly, and then we're going to jump right on into the chart. So Borderless Capital launches a $500 million Algorand focused fund. This says an Algorand focused fund. So let's dive in and see what exactly they're talking about here. So it says the fund will look to invest in a range of DeFi and NFT projects built on the Algorand blockchain network. So Borderless Capital is launching a $500 million Algorand fund to help develop projects built on the Algorand blockchain, guys. This is pretty phenomenal. Okay, a $500 million Algorand fund. The company announced on Tuesday the fund will invest in digital assets powering the next generation of decentralized applications on top of the Algorand blockchain, including projects to disrupt the creators' economy with non-fungible tokens and initiatives that can increase capital in the Algo ecosystem. So guys, just these little bits of news related to Algorand, in my opinion, is fairly bullish for Algorand holders, right? So let's jump right on into the charts and take a look at what exactly is going on up here with our baby Algorand. Okay, so let's look at this chart first, guys. Okay, because this one's got some targets in here that I want to take a look at. Just to point one thing out about this chart, you know, I have this on the weekly chart, but I mean, this measured move here, right? This measured move here, this was actually hit perfectly here on the weekly chart. Like, look at this. When I drag this over here, you can see that this is a measurement of this wedge pattern here that Algorand broke out of. That target was hit perfectly, guys. Just to point that out, that measurement right there was perfect on the dot to the T, basically, as a target hit there. Now what we have forming, in my opinion, guys, you know, other than this crazy pump and dump right here that we had, that we all know about for Algorand, we actually have possibly a similar pattern forming here on the weekly chart. So we do have another potential measured move here to look at for this. Now, before I point that measured move target out, I also want to point this out too. In my opinion, we do have potential resistance up here being projected from back here in the price action. We have this in these other charts as well, but I have different placements just to give us, you know, different scenarios, different possibilities, different outcomes, right? Just so that we're not constrained to one possibility, right? Let's take into consideration all possibilities here when doing our analysis. But let's bounce back to that chart real quick, guys. So what we're going to do is just take a look at this resistance up here. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be towards the beginning of next year. But first, let's go ahead and put this target in there and move this over to a potential breakout point. Now, if we just come up and break out right here within this weekly candle, which has got about 5 days left on it, that would put us up here around 295, guys. That would get us Algorand right up here, very close to $3. Now, if we were to, you know, hold off a little bit, possibly see a little bit of a pullback here within the next few days, maybe come down and fill this out a little bit more, it could stop us out at around 275 potentially here, depending on how long it takes us to break up out of this. Now, there's also always the bearish case, guys. If we were to break bearish, there is some support down here around $1.50, as well as down here around $1.25. All right, guys, quickly, let's take a look at this chart. You can see what's going on here. This is sort of the same type of thing. We do have a sort of rising, broadening wedge happening here for Algorand on the weekly chart. But what I wanted to point out was this secondary uptrend of support that you got here, because you do have multiple touches here on the weekly, on these weekly candles here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so touches down here on that. So in my opinion, this could hold. If we maintain this support and we bounce from here, this could actually put in a nice little rising wedge pattern, which typically break to the downside. But I've got a couple of different measure moves here to take a look at, guys. So for the bullish case, say we do bounce from here, you know, and we make our way up here, this would actually get you actually towards the end of February, guys, would be this breakout, or towards the beginning to the end of February, guys, of next year would be this target time frame. That's going to get you up here at about $5, though, just to point that out, guys. That's going to get you up here for Algorand up around about $5 to the upside. Now, if you were to break down to the downside, there's the possibility there, like say you come up here and you get rejected instead of breaking to the upside, and then you come down to test support and you break your support. There's the possibility that measure move plays out to the downside. That actually gets you all the way back down to retest this uptrend support line from your rising broadening wedge. That would get you down here around $1.50. Okay, so around $1.50 to the downside here, and that's if we you know, maintain this uptrend right here, guys. You know, that's if we maintain this, if we continue to do to fill this uptrend out, and then at some point testing the resistance and the support, we will break one way or the other, guys. But to put these targets in here is to give you guys an idea of which, no matter which way the direction the price goes, where it might actually go. And to me, sometimes that is even more important, because then you can be prepared for both scenarios rather than just one. So looking at this though from that perspective, guys, this is very likely a possibility. As you can see, this this sort of pattern has already kind of started to form here, sort of a stair-stepped pattern here on the weekly chart for Algorand. As you're bouncing, catching resistance, testing support, testing resistance, testing the support, I would expect it to come up and do the same thing up here sometime. So that's basically my breakdown there on this chart here, guys. Let's go ahead and throw it on this next chart, because I have a couple of other patterns in here for Algorand to take a look at that I've talked about previously. And I still think this is in play, guys. So we do have this sort of descending wedge pattern here, guys, playing out. We do have a measured move here of that pattern, and that's just the measurement of this wedge here. At a breakout point, guys, that's going to get us up to confirm our targets on our other chart, which was around 275, guys. So right up there around $2.75 or so is going to be the breakout target of this wedge. Now, a breakout of that would get us up above this resistance here, which in my opinion, guys, is key resistance right there at about $2.40 to $2.55 for Algorand. Key resistance right there. And that would put us in a nice breakout of a possible cup and handle. Talked about this in my previous Algorand video, guys, and in my opinion, this is absolutely still in play here, guys. Okay, so we have a $2.75 breakout target of this wedge. That would get us a break of our resistance that needs to be broken in order to potentially fulfill a measurement of this cup and handle. So if we drag our cup and handle measured move over here to that potential breakout point at about $2.40 approximately, that is going to actually get you all the way up here to close to around $3.75 to $3.80, potentially $4. Okay, so we do have targets all over the place, but these are based on all different types of scenarios that I'm noticing from a technical perspective in the Algorand chart. Okay, so that target is going to get you for that cup and handle, will get you up here around $3.75 or so, guys. 370 is right there at the target, but I'd say anywhere between 370 to 385 or so. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video on Algorand. I was excited to bring this news to you about the Algorand fund, and about Algorand being picked for the first pick of another fund. Also, I was really excited to show you the charts that I'm and the scenarios I'm noticing in the Algorand chart, because it actually is looking fairly bullish. As always, you know, not financial advice, guys. We could always go bearish, especially depending on what happens with Bitcoin. But definitely hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. If you love cryptocurrency, you're not in the wrong place. I say it all the time, man. If you're new here, if you're watching my videos, especially if you're watching my videos, man, and you're not hitting the like button and you're not subscribed, what is really going on? Okay, so go ahead and hit the like button for me, subscribe, and definitely turn on post notifications so you don't miss out my review of the Sandbox metaverse, as I will be looking into this, possibly even looking into trying to get my hands on some virtual real estate. Okay, guys, so again, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.